Namaste, myself B. Malati, a research scholar under the guidance of Dr. K. Chandrasekharaya Garu. In this video, I would like to present a paper with the title An RTI Act Implementation Analysis, a Solution Approach to Diffuse Cybercriminally Seditious Government of Telangana. Moving on to the abstract part, we already know this JNTUH Jack prevalent in JNTUH academic environment from since 2011, and FGOT prevalent in the internet since 2011, and these two are the cyber criminal organizations, and these are termed as twin big data cyber criminal organizations, TBDCOs. And in this paper they have also depended on people governance forum web devices to bring the awareness to the public and generate the opinion among the public about these cyber crimes. And also the right information is deemed necessary for the study to take initiatives to undo the deleterious effects of this FGOT, and also to bring the awareness and initiatives taken by the authorities to diffuse the FGOT. Now the author is motivated to utilize RTI Act 2005 to bring right information into the cybercrime society and then transform that into a well-informed society. So a well-informed society will have the right information, and hence into the progressive society or knowledge society or Swachh digital society. And the author have submitted the RTI applications to 7 public information officers, PIOs, and analyze the response from these PIOs in order to provide the solutions to the cyber crimes. And even they have achieved the impressive results by with this implementation of RTI Act. Moving on to the introduction, Mahatma Gandhi quote, that is, real Swaraj will come not by the acquisition of authority but by a few, but by the acquisition of capacity to resist the authority when abused. Okay, on this was quoted on authority of government. Okay, and the RTI Act is the common man's Brahmastra, and it can convert our purely electoral democracy into a true participatory democracy. That means they have given the importance of the RTI Act. And the figure 1 shows the screenshot of the homepage of the website, that is JNTUH Jack, as on 13th February 2012. This one. This is the particular screenshot taken in dated on 2012. And 4 cyber crimes. We already know the 5 cyber crimes. That is State Emblem of India Prohibition of Improper Use Act violation, and cheating the nation crime, sedition law violation, identity theft. So the crime is big data crime, and these 2 cyber criminal organizations together are termed as TBDCOs, that is twin big data cyber criminal organizations. And the motivation for this paper is as a part of diffusing. Okay, as a part of the diffusion efforts, they recognize the need for the ICT solutions. Why? To bring the awareness about these cyber criminally seditious government of Telangana to the public and then to diffuse it. That is the main theme or goal. Next, the need for ICT solutions to bring the awareness about this, and the use of PGF. They have even mentioned the use of PGF, that is People Governance Forum web device, and other social networking services also, like Facebook, Twitter, etc. All these have been used to bring the awareness about the cyber crimes to the Indian nations and feed smart solutions to the society. And they also have recognized the fact that only with the ICT and without right information, the base for ICT solutions is not concrete. That is the main thing. So what they have done is, according to the research methodology, ICT could be used in the light of RTI Act 2005 for bringing out the right information into Indian society in order to provide the excellent solutions. So RTI Act 2005 together with these ICT solutions could diffuse the deleterious effects of the cybercrimes. That is the main concept. So ICT solutions along with the RTI Act 2005. Next, the methodology. Here, right information is the information which is correct and or we can say it as accurate and communicated well to the people who need it. And the information transparency is nothing but the presentation of the information so that it is openly available, accessible or comprehensive and clearly understandable to the one who need it. And the informed society or well-informed society, it is defined as a society where the citizens have the resources, education and skills to access and participate in the free flow of reliable, pertinent information through the diverse range of platforms and media organizations. Okay, and here knowledge society generates, shares and makes available to all the members of the society knowledge that may be used to improve the human condition. So knowledge is the power. So when such a JNTU Jack, a cyber criminal organization, developed a web-based IT application and got many registrations, right? That too from students, teaching, non-teaching faculty, some scholars also, professors also, and they have published some information on the website, right? They uploaded some pictures and all these as an attraction. Though all these things are common to the other useful sites, this site captured and included the cyber criminal content which amounts it to have committed multiple cyber crimes against the Union of India. So according to their research methodology, the information that the above website provided is ill information as well as cyber criminal information. So that is the main thing. So when such ill or cyber criminal information is present to the society will be turned to ill informed society or cyber criminal society, and therefore it may become the perishable society. So what happens? So in this research methodology, this is the main thing. So PGF is used as a cyber remedial forum. It was established without any iota of personal benefit and with a good cause of shouldering the national responsibility of disseminating the national integration among the students and also providing basic awareness of how to use internet positively. That is the main thing. So if you go through, this is the web page, People Governance Forum web page. Methodology. So in this methodology, the public information officers like PIOs selected for the RTI Act implementation analysis. Here totally they have selected 7 public information officers, PIOs, for RTI Act implementation analysis. Among these are mentioned. These are the national level organizations are 4 and 2 are Telangana state organizations. That is Prime Minister's Office, UGC, Department of Science and Technology, Rajya Sabha Secretariat. And here Government of Telangana State, TSPSC. Okay. Now selected among them with the following the main objectives of all these selection of PIOs is to check whether they have the awareness about the TBD COs that committed the above mentioned crimes. That is the main thing. Okay, and also to verify the person whether for his initiatives to take the remedial measures against the deleterious effects of the cyber crimes on the Indian society. So verify. Next, to also verify for his coordination with concerned union ministers and ministers of Telangana or whatever in the particular field of theirs, and their initiatives to root out the twin big data cyber criminal organizations in the JNTU academic environment. So are they having the coordination with all this? Next, 4th one is to verify for his for their recommendations of the appropriate policies in their field. That is the fourth case. So these are all the four things, and also monitor the Indian universities and colleges such that these type of cybercrime incidents do not recur. So these are the main objectives in their fields, like whether they have done this or not. That is what is the main theme which they have checked for. So the data collection and analysis is shown here in this table 1 below, and analyzed in the table 2. So here PIO 1 to PIO 7, their details are mentioned in the next column. Then is the response received or not? UGC, it hasn't given the response, and is it satisfactory or not? That is mentioned here. RS and RNS. RS is response satisfactory, RNS is response not satisfactory. So it is DST and TSPSC have provided the satisfactory response, and the first appeal sent, and DST hasn't, okay, and even TSPSC hasn't. And response received from FAA, is it satisfactory or not? So that is in the last column. This is the analysis part, detailed analysis and interpretation. So contributed the significant time and efforts to check whether the PI officers' awareness and verify their reactive and remedial approaches with respect to these particular cyber crimes. So for each PIO 1 to 7, the questionnaire, like what questions they have posed in their RTI application, and RTI response, what response they have received from that particular PIO, and the interpretation and the conclusion is mentioned in the next column. So these if you go through one of these like how many times did PGOT Governor Sri ESL Narasimham hold deliberations with the Prime Minister of FGOT in 2011 to 18? That is the question. List the actions taken by Governor of PGOT to prevent the recurrence of the criminal actions by JNTU. So the analysis part which is mentioned here is no record in Governor Secretariat has information about this FGOT. That is the analysis, because it is underground GOT, and this all organizations which are close and associated to FGOT, the actions and transactions involving FGOT are also underground and are unconstitutional, and therefore not known to the public authorities and the general public. With such an FGOT, no constitutional body can have association with it. Hence, understanding or interpreting about FGOT could not be possible. The response indicated their non-awareness about the TBD-COs. So this is from PIO 2, PIO 3. The same thing. PIO 4, PIO 5, 6 and 7. So PIO 7, if considered, is cybercrime concept included in the syllabus for competitive exams conducted by TSPSC? List the competitive exams conducted by TSPSC in which cybercrime concept is included in its syllabus. That is the question. So they have listed as they haven't included, and it is nil. The response is clear with respect to the two questions asked. Now here the sample RTI application to DST is shown in figure 2a, and the image of the response document is also shown in this figure. And results and discussion part, here the funding organizations. What are these funding organizations? They generally look at the profiles of fund seeking universities or colleges and will allot the funds to those universities or colleges that are satisfactory with respect to some relevant or selective parameters. Now these universities or colleges might support cyber criminal activities or organizations. Now, if the funding organization allot funds to any of the university or college by taking into account only such selective parameters, but without taking into account of these facts, then the funds are likely to be misdirected. So what happened is they have proposed one additional and important parameter, that is cybercrime parameter, to the list of the parameters selected by the funding organizations. Now, this cybercrime parameter could be applied to any fund-seeking university or college, as is that organization cybercriminally seditious organization? So that's the question. Now, if the answer to this parameter is yes, then the funding organization should control their funds to these universities. Then only the cybercrimes prevalent in such organizations will be cancelled or eliminated. And if it is then only the cybercrimes will be eliminated. And in the results and discussion part, from the analysis of RTI requests sent and the responses that are received by us, they have empirically drew that out of the 7 PI officers are thoroughly checked, and the responses from 5 PI officers, that is Governor of Telangana State, PMO, UGC, DST, Rajya Sabha Secretary, these indicate that these PI officers do not know anything about FGOT. The response from API Secretariat indicates that the information about FGOT came to be known after they have submitted the RTI application. Now, the response from TSPSC indicates that the cybercrime topic is not made part of the syllabus for the exams conducted by TSPSC. Hence, the research results discussed in this paper indicate the efforts are fruitful. And finally, the conclusions and future work. Here, the research methodology objectives aimed to transform the ill-informed or cyber-criminally society into a well-informed society, and then into a progressive society with the quality of national digital life. The PGF, they have made use of RTI Act 2005 and ICT solutions also. The PGF web devices, social networking sites such as Facebook, Twitter, etc. have been used in order to propagate the right information, which they have obtained through the RTI Act. The right information brought into the Indian society could also result in remedial actions against these cybercrimes and could assist in setting up of the cybercrime-free society. And future work is to carry out the remedial actions against the cybercrimes at large scale. Thank you.